Hi there, Alex.
Hello.
Thanks for coming and doing this very short interview about autism for your Open University filming course. How would you describe autism?
I would describe autism, I'd say it basically means that you've got certain difficulties in certain things, and there are certain things you find difficult, like social interaction and communication.
And do you know anyone else that has the condition?
I know quite a few people who have the condition. I know some people that go to my vaulting group that have autism. And I've known a few people that went to my drama group who have autism. I've actually met quite a few.
And do you find it difficult to communicate with these people with the same diagnosis as yourself? Or with people that haven't got the condition?
Ooh. I wouldn't say I particularly find it especially difficult. I guess sometimes, it would depend on the person, really, I think. Depend on who I was talking to.
And how common is autism?
I believe it affects, this is what I last heard, 1 in every 100 people in this country.
Oh, so that's quite common then, 1 in 100.
It is.
So, I hear that some people that have autism have amazing talents. Do you have any?
If you're thinking of people like Rain Man, then no, I don't really have any talents that are like almost unhuman, but not unhuman, but are like almost impossible in most people's eyes. But I do have some talents, like I believe I have quite an eye for photography.
And do you have any educational needs?
I do have some support to help me with some of the stuff in my education, and through most of my educational years I've had therapists coming over to work with me.
And how old were you when you were told you had autism?
Well, I was diagnosed, I believe, when I was 4, but I wasn't told personally until I was 11.
Okay, and how did you feel when you found out you had this condition called autism?
How did I feel? On one hand, it explained a lot of things. It explained why I found a lot of things harder than other children did. It explained why I had therapy when no other home-educated children did. None of my siblings did, or anyone did. And it explained why I always had to go have someone with me to go to some of these clubs, like Scouts or whatever, like when all the other children were there on their own. But on another hand, it's also it made me feel more like I've got a disability. It made me feel more like I've got something wrong with me, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I understand that. Is there any organisations that people could get any more information about autism from?
I believe they could get some information from the National Autistic Society, and maybe Autism Cymru, which is a Welsh organisation.
Okay, well, thank you very much for that, Alex. Good luck for your future.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.